everybody. Welcome back to the Bullhucker Podcast. I'm Lewis Lundstrom.
And I'm Nancy Kedron.
We are back at the Club Tap Room.
We're back again.
Clubbeth Tappeth Room.
Yes. That's a great name.
Yes, let's change it.
Yes.
The hometown people are going to change the sign out front, I guess.
We were talking about that. Yeah, the HGTV people
so
are going to help them out. I bet they do a lot on Main Street.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I'm changing names, so when Ryan shows up, he's like, what the fuck is the Clubbeth Tap Room?
Why is it called Larry and Dencio's Hangout?
Yeah. Larry's Slush Bucket. That's we have a guest who can tell us more about the Club Tap Room, actually.
Ooh,
Yes.
let's introduce her.
Dani Ketchum, how are you today?
Good, how are you guys?
You just got done celebrating your birthday and work last night, so thank
I
you for
did.
coming.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah. I'm sure you woke up and said, goddamn Bullhucker, whatever it is.
I actually had a couple friends call me because I was like, I am not going to wake up to my alarms. So it was literally like their 50th phone call that I finally heard it, and I was like, oh crap, get up, get ready.
What time did you go to bed?
Probably about 4:30.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then I had my alarm set for 7 and had them start calling me at 7, and yeah, I did not hear it until about 7:45.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Well, I appreciate you coming down. That's awesome.
No problem. I'm glad I could make it.
You're a bartender out here.
I am.
That's how long you done that for?
Here, I've been here since October.
I love bartenders. They have the greatest stories. But none of them are about bartending today, you said.
They are not.
All
They're all
right.
from my wild childhood in Waldona.
Words that have never been said in the same sentence ever.
Right.
My wild Wadona. Anyway, welcome to the Bullhucker Podcast. I will fly here. It's
I know. He's
yeah.
driving me crazy, too.
Welcome to the Bullhucker Podcast. So what this is a podcast. We're bringing on a guest. Now, I'm going to start that again. Cut that up, listeners.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, right. So, if you're new to the podcast, what this is the Bullhucker Podcast. Now, what we do on this podcast is bring on a guest. Today's Dani Ketchum. She's going to tell us 3 stories about her life. Now, here's the kicker. Only 2 of these stories are true. One is actually halfway made up, all the way made up, or borrowed. Now, Dani, don't go into a lot of detail. What's it closest to?
Borrowed.
It's a borrowed story. Those
Yes.
So it's true, but borrowed.
those are the toughest ones because they are a true story. They're
Yeah.
just somebody else's true story. So what happens is she's going to tell us 3 stories, and my cohort here, Dency, and I are going to try and guess which one we think is the Bullhucker, which is the lie, the fib, is the borrowed one. It's not her story. So this is going to be a tough one, I think. But we'll see. So if you enjoy what you hear today, please hit the subscribe button. It's at the bottom right-hand corner, a little red dot, subscribe.
Every time you do that, I feel like you're going to punch me because I look at it.
Bang it, Dency, bang it.
Yeah. Oh, I don't want to look.
You never watched Blue Mountain State, did you?
No.
Okay, I'll fill you in later about why I said bang it. It's hilarious.
Okay.
Anyway.
Sorry.
What-
I get distracted.
My God, it's we the first one went flawlessly. I was so proud of myself because usually the first one in the morning is the shit show. It's the me stumbling through it or whatnot.
Hey, I'll just be a shit show
Well,
with you.
quit
I'm
doing
like, no
this.
sleep.
Quit doing this.
Now I know.
Because then it's like, I just feel like I'm going to get sucker punched.
Nancy, how long have we been friends for?
I know. That's why I feel that way, because you're going to do it.
How long have we been friends for?
I don't even know. 15 years?
So when you tell me not to do something, what am I going to do?
Oh, shit.
You know what I'm
That's
saying?
right, but I am giving you a fair warning. When you do this, I lose my train of thought, and I'm ready for you to sucker punch me, so can we meet in the middle?
On the bottom right-hand corner, it's a little red button.
Yes.
We good?
Yes.
A little red dot, subscribe, because it's a...
A little click for you and a big click for us.
Thank you very much. And no matter what platform you're listening to this on, please leave a rating and review. Dency will high five you, possibly hug you, public, but it'll be a high five. Don't get the hug. It's super weird. She holds on for a couple seconds too long. It's
And I rub your back
it's creepy.
and just nuzzle in.
And she's like whispers something in your ear, but you can't quite make it out, which makes it fucking worse. You know?
Be like, I'll call you later.
I'm gonna sit behind this mama. What the fuck did you just say to me? So,
I like the way you smell.
which would be the Bullhucker. All right.
Yeah, okay.
Are you ready?
Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Let's do it. Let's do
All right.
it. Girl,
Awesome.
happy late birthday.
Thank you very
birthday.
much.
Yes.
Did you time one on for your birthday?
I actually didn't because unfortunately Alyssa was supposed to come kind of help or take over for me.
And she didn't show.
And she got stuck in the flash flooding up in Rocky Mountain National Park. So,
I didn't know that was a thing.
Yeah, last night they got put under
Oh.
flash flood warnings. So
You know what else is a thing? Swimming. Lisa, you could have been here.
You could have made it.
You inconsiderate ass.
Rude.
I can't wait wait till she sees
Do you not have floaties?
I do, because I don't make any. I'm pretty sure Liz can kick my ass in a fight. You know what I'm saying? She just looks like she's tough enough, you know. So I'm just joking. I'm just joking, Mrs. Anderson.
Don't
Oh,
One
we're
for
happy
me.
you're safe.
So you didn't get time off for your birthday.
I didn't. I mean, I definitely took my fair share of shots,
Not a
but
girl.
Oh, God.
Not a
I
girl.
made sure I maintained.
Not a
You know,
girl.
I can't do shots.
No, the only thing I'll do is green tea when I'm behind the bar. A green tea shot.
What's a green tea shot?
It is Jameson, peach schnapps, and sour mix.
Oh, yeah, that sounds.
Okay.
And it literally tastes like green tea. So
I'm undecided if I like that or not.
You know, I used
maybe
to
I'll have to make you one.
have
after
a
this.
relative that was an alcoholic.
Oh.
Well, I still have the relative, but he's not an alcoholic anymore. But he, at the end of the night, would buy the bar mat. Have you ever had anybody do that?
I have a lot of people try to steal, especially the blue Colorado one.
Gross.
No, a mat shot. You're talking about a mat
Oh,
shot.
Yeah,
do the
sorry.
mat shot.
Yeah,
Oh,
like where
okay.
the extra stuff goes.
Oh.
And he would have them pour it into
Yeah.
a cup and drink it.
One person asked me, and I was like, no, because I will throw up watching you.
Absolutely
not.
I bartended for years and years in Pueblo, a huge nightclub. And there was one time one of the waitresses came up and she was tearing up because some guy's being an asshole, right? He just, you know, because he's a bad motherfucker.
Right.
So I said, let's buy him a shot. And the look she gave me was like, why would we buy him a shot? And so I grabbed the mat, I put
No.
a bar towel over it, and I filter all the curdled milk and crap out of it, you know. And I filtered it a few times, and I poured, and I'm like, there you go. And she's like, done. He loved them.
Oh, God.
He wants
Oh, my
another one. I
goodness.
said, tell him all he wants, bro. If he dies, though, that's a bonus because he's being an asshole.
Right.
So,
Sure,
but yeah.
secret little payback.
Oh yeah, man. Yeah, when I bartended, man, be careful what you do to the bartender because they will, you know, the mat shots.
That or you're not going to get very
Yeah.
good service.
Yeah, yeah.
I bet you get that a lot.
It's really not
I feel like
that
you can
bad
handle
usually.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah, you give me
You
that
just
vibe.
You just kind of learn to work with it, and if they go too far, I'm just like, out.
Done.
I
Yeah.
picture
I'm done.
you like pouring a drink and somebody's like being an asshole and you just punch them and they keep making your
I
drink.
wish I could.
And then
Oh,
look
man.
and they're gone. You're like, okay, where was I?
Right? I would love to do that if it was legal.
It'd be cool.
Yeah.
And you brought up good service, and the best way to get good service is tip.
Tip your bartender.
Exactly.
To ensure prompt service. That's
Oh,
what
it's
I was
really
always
fun
told.
when a guy hits on me and then leaves me a $0 tip. I'm like, where do you think you're like going with
Right,
this?
right. Yeah, I'm too cheap to leave a tip, dude. If
Right.
you were a woman on a date, you're married, so you don't. Are you married?
No.
Okay, so if you're a woman on a date, because you're
Yeah,
stuck,
yeah.
you're stuck with him. So
Yeah. He could use some pointers.
love you, Carrie. And you were the guy who doesn't leave a tip. Wouldn't that shout something at you?
Absolutely.
Who stiffed the
I would be
waitress?
like, I am not going on a second date with you.
Yeah, you loser. You know?
Right.
Yeah, but when you work for tips, you're an over tipper. Are you an over tipper?
Oh, 100%.
Me
But if I
too.
get really bad service,
Right. You still leave a tip?
I'll leave a tip, but like steal their pen.
It's good.
Because at a lot of places they have to buy their own pens and
Yeah.
notepads.
Oh, really?
So I'll leave like $1 and steal their $1.50 pen. Like that's what you get.
That's what you get. This is a learning experience.
I was the only
That's good
person
to
in
know.
here, and I got my food before my water.
Yeah,
Yeah.
That's crazy. But now, tips to ensure prompt service. Make sure you always remember that. So,
Always.
because people don't tip, I don't. And you ever watch those shows? People argue against tipping, how they shouldn't do it anymore in this country. And,
Yeah.
well, then your food's going to go up because you have to pay the servers more money.
Right,
yeah.
What do you want, man? You know.
Yeah, if you want the cost to stay the same on your food, like
Right. And it's tough because, for me, when I bartended, it was feast or famine. There's times I made a ton of money. And there's times I walked out with like $5
right.
and drunk,
Yes.
very drunk. If it was a slow night, I started drinking. So.
And also, it's probably in cash, so that's kind of nice.
Yeah, a lot of the times it is.
Well, I mean,
Yeah.
nowadays debit cards are
Oh,
so
true.
prevalent, right?
Yeah, but a lot of our regulars just pay cash for everything.
Oh, that's cool.
So
That's nice. See, I was in the late '90s or early 2000s when I bartended, so it was a big cash
People
business.
were writing you checks.
Oh yeah,
And
Right.
they bounce you.
yeah. Well, we didn't take a lot of checks because
you have the wall of shame.
Yes.
Who isn't
Do
allowed
you
to write a
remember
check
that?
here
Oh my
anymore?
God.
Right.
I used to always think, God, please don't ever let my check bounce. That would be so humiliating.
Oh
Right.
my God, right? It sucks. It's not fun. So I had a mother who worked at the savings and loan.
Okay.
So I always got the phone call and they yelled at like, "You have a check that's gonna bounce, Lawrence." I'm like, "Well, what do I do, Mama?"
Can I borrow $20?
Yeah. Remember how I taught you how to balance a checkbook when you were 16? Remember that? We sat down and I said, so you're not an idiot growing up? Well,
Here you are, an
Yeah,
idiot.
yeah. Looks like my training
I didn't pay attention.
adoption should have been a thing for the influencer. So anyway, you ready to tell some stories, Dani?
I am.
I'm excited. We got 3 great stories. Nancy, you want to?
Sure. See, I could have sworn this was a bar story because this one says, "Is it safe to leave her with you?" Sounds like going home with a drunk person. Upside down storm. And Tequila sister. Love it, love it, love it.
So am I picking first or you picking
pick
first this
first.
time? By the way, there's a fly here, so we're
Yes.
not having seizures on the Bullhucker podcast.
Exactly.
Dempsey and I aren't practicing our karate on each other when you look at us and we're like, you know.
I'm just glad it's leaving me alone.
I
Yeah,
know,
yeah,
but you're
yeah.
very lucky.
Maybe because you partied last night and it smells on you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
Maybe.
saying?
It's like,
it's-
stay
We
away
need
from-
fresh victims.
It's too early for the fly to be hammered this morning, so you know. All right, am I picking first or you picking
You are.
first? I'm picking because you picked first last
Yeah.
time. Okay, so is it safe to leave her alone? Upside down storm. It's tough when I pick first because I always have one I want to hear the most. So
I know,
it's-
and I never know where your head's at with that.
Yeah, so
And
I
don't
was-
you like pick that one last? Like
I-
you
Yes,
like to pick it
yes,
first?
yeah.
Yeah.
She has been watching the podcast.
Yeah,
have
wow,
been.
good job, girl.
All right, so I'm gonna pick upside down storm.
All right. So when I was about 15,
Of course, that's where they're all from.
yeah, I'm pretty sure I was 15, maybe late 14. But anyways, we went to a party, me and my boyfriend, and it was like a mile down the road from my house. And I don't even remember what me and my friend that were there, were gonna go watch the basketball game for a little bit. And I don't live too far from the school in Moldona. Wasn't too far from the party, so my boyfriend was like, just take the car, whatever. Because he was already drunk. So take the car. I was not drunk. And I get just past my house. So I'm like maybe 3/4 of a mile from the school. And just hit the shoulder and I flipped it. And it was a geostorm.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah.
Oh.
And we had just gone shopping in Greeley that day, and I bought my friend like her birthday present. And so it, like the confetti packaging streamer stuff that
Yeah.
you put in the bags
Right.
everywhere, glitter confetti all over the car. And thank God they had just cut the ditch that day. And so it came down to a really sharp V because that car was tiny.
Right.
I don't know if you remember the geostorms,
Oh, yeah,
but they're
yeah.
itty bitty. And so it landed where it didn't totally crush the roof on us.
Oh my gosh.
And I just broke the windows out. And so me and my friend climbed out. I don't think I've ever been that scared in my life.
Right.
So we climb out and we're real close to my house. So we walk over there, call the landline at the party because this is all pre-cell phone.
Right.
And I called my boyfriend. He had one of his friends bring him over. He tore his shirt up, and he was crying, freaking out. So his eyes were all bloodshot. And called his dad and called the cops and everything, posing as him driving since I was underage.
Oh.
Oh, you
Yeah.
were supposed to be drunk. Wow.
Yeah.
I thought I caught the BS right away because she was 14 or 15 driving. So yeah.
Yeah.
Good catch. Yeah.
Yeah, since it was just down the road, he's like,
Right.
yeah, just take my car.
Okay.
So it turned out like the cops for insurance purposes came out and they tested the tracks and everything like that because it was a dirt road. I was literally only doing 35 and I just hit that shoulder
Oh, of course.
and it just caught me and flipped me in there. And that car was so lightweight anyways.
Sure.
So
So it was your boyfriend's car.
yeah.
And he did all of that for you.
Yeah. And
Why is he not still your boyfriend? I mean, this sounds like a great guy.
yeah, things happen.
She didn't tip.
But-
It wasn't a tipper.
Right.
Okay.
But so my sister was coming home from the basketball games and all she saw was my boyfriend's car flipped in the ditch.
Oh shit.
Freaks out, comes running in the house, and by that point, the friend that brought him to my house had taken us back to the party, so that it just looked like it was only him.
Oh,
You were okay then.
Yeah, we were both okay.
Okay.
Thank God they had cut that ditch that day,
Right.
because if it wouldn't have been that sharp of a V,
Right.
it would have totally crushed that car.
Right.
So, yeah.
Oh my
So my
gosh.
sister runs in the house freaking out, and there's my boyfriend standing there on the phone with his dad.
Oh.
Shirt all torn, and I still remember the shirt. It was a Michigan State shirt, or not Michigan State. It was just Michigan, the
Okay.
yellow
Yeah.
and blue one.
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, he tore his favorite shirt to make it look like because he
No.
was a big guy. So to get out of that window, it would have,
oh.
torn him up a little bit.
Wow.
Where me and my friend were able to get out easily.
What a good dude.
Yeah.
What a
Yeah.
good dude.
What, did he get a ticket?
I don't remember. I don't think he did because the checks proved he was only doing 35.
Oh, wow.
He was doing
Yeah.
Yeah, that's cool.
And it never came out, huh?
Yeah, I did check the statute of limitations, though, because we were like, no insurance fraud for us. We do not want that out of
Checked
this story.
it? That's
I
funny.
did.
And you're good.
Yep,
Okay.
we're good.
State Farm gets a cold case solved. Thank you, Bullhucker Podcast.
Right?
Danny Ketchum's been brought to justice.
Terrible person.
That's right. And throw $15 for my new shirt on there, goddammit.
Right?
My sister hit a horse. She was probably like in high school, and we get the call. She was driving home. She hit a horse. I mean, and it was really bad.
Wait.
Yeah.
Paula or Wendy?
Paula.
What haven't you hit, Paula? My
I
God,
know.
woman.
She's terrible. And literally just totaled. She had like an old Mustang, totaled the car. She did get a ticket for, I think it was driving too fast or whatever. And 5 years later, we found out it wasn't even her driving. The same thing, it was her boyfriend. And she took the blame
took
for
the
it.
fall,
Yeah. And I
yeah.
was like, why would you do that?
Was he drinking?
I think so.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah.
So Paula's a good girlfriend.
She's a sucker.
Sucker.
Yes. Maybe she's married now, but maybe if she ever gets divorced, we could hook her up with your old boyfriend.
There you
and
go.
they can talk about how they did that.
Right?
Yeah.
Do you still see him?
And what shitty people their exes are. I see him around town sometimes.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Wow. I don't know what a geostorm is.
Oh, you saw it, man.
Remind
It
me.
was
Little
big.
two-door itty bitty little car, like the Toyota Celica, only of the Geos.
Okay.
It was huge in the early 90s, man. Like, I really wanted one bad. That's
Really?
I'm so stupid. That and a Geo Tracker. I thought
Would you
a
even
Geo-
fit? Were you?
I don't
I mean,
need-
you were a big kid.
No, I was probably 100 pounds less than I am now. So, I probably fit.
You wanted a geostorm.
Oh, I thought they were cool, man, and I was wrong. So, dead wrong. I also wanted a Geo Tracker. Remember those?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about? Those?
They, like the ghetto Jeeps.
Yes.
Yes, ghetto
yes. The Walmart GPS. That's
Yeah.
exactly what it was.
Well,
Yeah.
because they're like a Jeep you can afford. Who wouldn't?
Exactly right. But I thought
Right.
those would be all right. So I had my old Mustang, which I'd much rather have back. But
Yeah.
what do you do? So, what do you think about that one, Dance?
I feel like it's true.
Yeah?
But I mean, it's the first one.
Right.
I'm getting true vibes, but I don't know.
The underage thing, until you brought it up, I was like, I got her. I already got
Yeah.
her. I already got her. So, yeah, you cleared that up. So, I've got nothing. I think it might be true as well. So, but we always have to hear two to kind of judge against, right? So, go ahead and pick one out. We have, is it safe to leave her with you or Tequila Sister?
They're both great titles.
They are. Actually, you know what? This one, actually, I'd be happy to hear either one last because they're both great titles.
Okay, I'm going with Is It Safe to Leave Her With You?
Okay, I wanted to hear Tequila Sister last. So.
You did?
Sweet. So this was when I got brought home by the cops.
Ooh.
Me and my
What a
friend.
year you had when you were 15.
Like I said, that was like my crazy year
Yeah.
or something. So, like I said, I was 15
Okay.
and I was out with my friend and she was 18. And she had met some guy that she liked. And so we went to go hang out with them and they all worked on a farm in Wiggins. And so we jumped in their truck and we were helping them check sprinklers and do all that. And the one said he was 21. And he had a cooler full of beer in the back. Thank goodness I did not drink. Because I actually drank earlier in the day because I was helping load hay.
And responsible.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so I wasn't drinking and we just start cruising and we were up in between Maldona and New Raymer. And a farmer, I guess they had a bunch of like tractor equipment stolen up there. So this farmer starts chasing us and the dumbass pulls over. And he's like, "Can I help you?" Well, he sees the cooler full of beer in the back, smells the beer on the dude driving. And
Oh, no.
he's like, "I'm calling Crone." So we just were like, whatever, we drive off. Should have just driven back to Waldona at that point because
Right.
we were up more north towards New Raymer.
Right.
And mind you, this is Easter also, Easter Sunday.
Oh, no.
Nice.
And so all of a sudden, a flood of cops. We come to a T in the road and there's just a shit ton of cops. And I'm like, turn. Don't act suspicious.
Yeah.
Like all I can think in my head right now is that new one.
Don't be suspicious. Don't be
Yeah.
suspicious. Yeah.
Stupid ass stops. So the cops swarm the car. And I only got an MIP, and the only reason I got it is because they ended up finding empty beer bottles underneath the seats of the car. They weren't busting me because of the beer in the back. So my friend got an MIC. They also found her bra underneath the seat because she was making out with the boy she liked in the back seat.
of course. That's kind of
Yeah.
so far in the podcast we've done today, that's kind of been a thing.
Yeah.
Bras
Bras
undergarments.
and panties and all
Yeah.
that fun stuff.
Yeah.
Well, they pulled it out and they look at me and I was like, my boobs ain't that big. Don't look at me. They ain't
Here
mine.
they are, yeah.
Right? Like she had very large and I did not. But so they loaded the 3 guys into the back of the cop car because they all got busted for like being heavily drunk. And the one guy got a DUI.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
And I got to sit in the front seat. And since they were going to Wiggins and I was going to Waldona, we were all in one car. And then they put my friend who was from Fort Morgan in another car. And we were going through the Wildcats. I don't know if you've ever been through the Wildcats between Waldona and New Raymer.
Yeah.
It's intense, like
Yeah.
cliff drop-offs. This cop is doing 70 miles an hour through there.
Wow.
And I was like, I felt safer with a drunk dude.
Right.
Like, what the hell? This is how I go.
Right.
And so we get home, and since I'm in the front seat, I just jump out, take off running, go to the front door, and I'm like, boom, 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 this is what happened. Like, I'm just talking a mile a minute.
Right.
Crazy Italian mom just starts going off. And so by the time the cop catches up to me at the door, he's like, ma'am, is it safe to leave her with you?
Because he thought you were going to be in so much trouble.
Yeah, like mom was just going off on me. So she's like, it's Easter and I've been trying to call because my friend did have a cell phone. Because we only like got him when we turned 16 back then, and it was, any of your friends find this phone number, I'm gonna kill you.
Yeah.
Is this
Yeah.
about what year are we talking? You mean,
2001, 2002.
okay, all right.
Yeah. So I mean, they were out. It was just
Right.
not every kid had them.
Right.
So
Okay.
yeah.
That is not where I thought this story was going. I thought you were going to like go home and then you're worried, is it safe? Like your friend was in the back seat and the guy was driving crazy.
Oh,
so-
yeah. Nope.
Okay.
No, it was
so
actually the
he's
cop.
worried about your mama.
The cop was the scary one driving. And then, yeah, they were terrified for my mom. And then once I explained to my mom, I actually did not, I got grounded. I couldn't go out anywhere, but I was allowed to have friends over
All right.
for, I think it was like 2 weeks.
What's mom's name?
Shelly.
What's up, Shelly?
Yeah. Okay, but also way to go on her. At least she
Yeah.
cared enough to be mad and she was concerned.
Oh, she was pissed.
Yeah.
Right. Was she a tough mom?
She was pretty laid back,
Yeah.
but because she was so laid back, when we did mess up, then it was like, what the hell are you thinking? I give you so much stretch,
Right.
and you just gotta take
That's
it further.
fair. That's
Right.
fair.
Yeah.
Give you an inch, take a mile. Yeah.
Because
Yes.
you have kids now, right?
Yes.
How old are your kids?
She's 18.
Oh, so
She
did
just
she
turned
pull
18.
some shit?
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
literally. It's the first time she's ever been grounded in her life. Like 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago, during Frontier Days.
Really?
She turned her location off on her phone and went to the concert in Cheyenne. I told her she wasn't allowed to.
Ah.
Is she graduated or going to be?
No,
senior?
she's gonna be a senior. She just started her senior
That's
year.
fair.
Do you
Yeah.
have that app? The app you always talk about.
Yeah,
Life
Life
360.
360.
Yeah.
Okay. And they can turn that off?
She didn't realize it was going to notify me that location.
That's what it,
Permission
so it
was
does
turned off.
notify you.
Yeah,
Good
there's.
to know.
It just says location permission off,
I didn't know they could do that.
and I was
Bitches.
here, so I couldn't really leave and go check on her. So,
And then you're always like, okay, what if you got in an accident and I didn't know where you were at?
well, that's in Cheyenne Frontier Days. I'm
Yeah.
sorry, that's turned into like one of the biggest human trafficking places. Like,
Has it really?
yeah, there and Greeley Stampede and the stock show.
Do you think that's been always bad like that, or is there just more?
I think there's more hype around it now.
Yeah, that's what I'm asking.
Yeah.
That's become more in the forefront now.
I'm thinking that's what
we're
it is.
aware.
We know.
No,
Yeah.
I'm glad I don't have kids. I honestly God am. I'd be scared to death, man. It would.
I'm still, she's 18, and I'm like,
Of course.
I don't want you to go to Walmart by yourself.
I
Like,
know.
when she goes grocery shopping with me, I'm like, no, you can't go to that aisle by
Right,
yourself.
right.
What if there's a creeper there?
Yeah.
Oh, totally. My older girls were like, "You've made us weird because you always talk about all these crime podcast and Dateline," and I'm like, "Good. Now you're aware."
Yeah.
Exactly.
It is good. You know.
Yeah.
I mean.
They need to be aware of their surroundings. Well, and
Uh-huh.
I have a pretty little blonde-haired, blue-eyed girl.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
It's terrifying.
Yeah.
Yep.
I bet. Yeah.
And she thinks she's tougher than all get out.
Yeah.
That she can fight anybody off. And I'm like, wait till you're put in that position now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When
Exactly.
when there's someone who wants it, you know what I mean, to abduct
Yeah.
you, and they're not gonna. play nice about it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You're getting punched in the throat. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Yeah, you're getting taken down.
No, but she's like, do you know what my grandma is? She'll kick your ass.
She'll threaten you with the Italian mafia if you don't watch out.
That's right. Shit, you're gonna have 100 pounds of pissed off Shelly in your ass. That's what's gonna happen. You know?
Right.
That's scary. That's a good story. I thought when I first read the title, it was gonna be a drunk story.
I did too. Yeah.
Like,
I actually wasn't the drunk one.
really?
Okay.
So, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I was earlier in the day when we were loading hay, but you know when you get like drunk earlier in the day and then you're just like, ugh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can't
I
do
don't,
it again.
Yeah.
Yeah, it just doesn't
Like once you
happen.
sober up, you're like, nah, no,
Yeah.
I'm good.
Yeah.
Yeah, morning boozing is not my thing because it just ruins my whole day.
Really?
Well, because like, you know, like that, like I just
Yeah.
don't do anything. Like, you know,
Yeah.
I kind of
Lost the motivation.
That's
Yeah.
what we call quitters.
Is Carrie still sober?
He is.
Good for you, Carrie.
Yeah,
by
go
the
Carrie.
way.
My husband quit drinking.
Oh, okay.
And so now he drinks O'Doul's. And I was telling him in one of them, I said, he says, O'Doul's don't make me act a fools. But
Has he tried the Budweiser Zero yet?
he does not like those.
No, he doesn't.
Mm-mm. He says they're too, like, seltzery.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I like seltzers though, so that's probably why I've.
that's true.
Yeah.
I had my first one last night.
Which one?
That was a White Claw.
Oh, that's your first one.
Yeah. Oh, it's also my last one.
You hated it?
Pass.
Really?
Hard pass. It's
The
like
White Claws are
some-
definitely more bitter than most of the other ones.
It tastes like someone flavored air. I don't know. It's not. It was like didn't taste like anything. Like it was Ed Goff had him.
Sure.
Yeah. He had to show his vagina at the door. I imagine. But yeah, we had a barbecue at Al's house last night, and he showed up and they had a case of them. I'm like, I never tried. And his wife's like, you should try one. They're really good. And I go, okay. And then I said, you're really full of shit. This doesn't taste good at all. That's
The ranch waters are really good.
Yeah, I like good company.
Ranch water.
ranch water.
Yeah, so like the original ones are made with tequila. So like Topo Chico or whatever it is makes one, and but there's this one that it's literally the brand's called Ranch Water, and it's really good.
Okay.
Okay. See, don't give it up yet. Keep trying.
I like beer.
I like beer.
When
I like
people come
lamp.
in here and they're like, "What do you like to drink?" and I'm like, "Beer."
Yeah.
Yeah. They brought me.
Seltzers.
Beers never did me wrong.
Oh, they've done
Oh.
me. Yeah,
They've done me plenty wrong.
Then we
but
don't. We
in
don't
a good
about the
way.
same beer. Yeah.
But not like a pukey, like a shot or
Right.
something.
Yeah.
Right. Last night, Ed brought me a little, like a pint of Yukon Jack that used to be my
Oh.
drink. I used to drink Yukon. Yeah.
Which one?
Yukon just.
Just the original.
Yeah. Do they make flavors now?
Yeah, we have. It's like permafrost
Oh,
and
yeah, that's right. I
fire,
haven't
like
tried
a
the fire.
cinnamon one and
No.
an apple one.
I used to drink Yukon and Mountain Dew just because I called the Yukon Do It.
You can do it.
Yeah. I have diabetes. Yeah, I'm pretty sure now because of it. But it was fun to say. What are you drinking? The Yukon Do It. And people would laugh.
I have never had that ever.
Yukon?
Nope. Somebody
I've
once
tried it
told me
either.
those are for people who hate themselves. Yeah.
They're right. They're correct.
Uh-huh.
After a comedy show, we were at the Queens, and I ordered one for what's her name? Redhead works at the eye doctor, Stephanie, and she'd never had it before, so I gave her a shot.
Oh,
And
okay.
Then I watched her try to fight off vomiting for the next half an hour. Like she's all. I'm like, you're good.
Nope. No, thank you.
You got this. You know. You ever drink
Yeah.
Yukon?
I have not, but that's how I am with Jim Beam.
Oh, really?
Yeah. At my friend's wedding that I was the maid of honor in, we did a shot of Jim Beam in honor of his father that had passed away.
Cool.
But he'd been sitting out on the sun in the
Ew.
sun on the tables all day. Because they like had it in like a pretty vase and everything, you know. And we
Right.
all the bridesmaids and all the groomsmen took one, and we did it in front of everybody. And literally, as soon as it hit the back of my throat, I just went like this, and I literally puked it back out.
Really?
Down
And
the
I was
side
like,
of your chest.
hopefully nobody noticed that. Hot Jim is not good,
Ew. I want to puke just listening to that story.
right?
I found Yukon drinking Yukon sours when I worked at that nightclub. I was brand new. I'm from Brush, Colorado, so we get a shift drink, right?
Yeah.
And I said, I don't know. The first one was an oatmeal cookie, and I'm like, "Do you want a cookie?" I'm like, "Fucking hell!" Okay. But then old Papa Jack, he passed away. What's up, Papa Jack? You know, he goes, "You ever had a Yukon sour?" Because he used to drink Yukon. I was like, "No." Because what do you drink in high school? Beer and
Yeah,
shots of
Matilda
vodka.
Beer.
Whatever you can find in your parents.
Yeah.
Thank you. Old Crow bourbon. Ugh. Anyway, so he made me this Yukon sour, and I never really had a cocktail before in a bar. I always just ordered beer, you know. And so I
Yeah.
was like,
What's in it?
Yukon and just sour, sweet and sour.
Oh.
Yeah, not sweet and sour, just sour sauce. They're fucking excellent, by the way. Yukon sours are the shit.
I might
So,
have to try it sometime.
you know what? You should try it, Danny.
What do you
And-
serve the most here? As far as like a mixed drink.
A lot of liquid marijuanas and
I don't even know what that is.
Yeah.
there's melon in it, so it's green. So that's why they call it the liquid marijuana.
Is it a shot?
You can do it as a shot, but mostly people get it as a full drink.
Okay.
And then Jolly Ranchers.
Okay.
God, I don't know any of this.
Here's
It's
how-
vodka with a bunch of different flavors of pucker in it.
Okay.
And Sprite.
Yeah.
And
Okay.
it tastes like Jolly Rancher.
Okay.
I'm so old that like the kamikaze was the big shot when I was
Is that-
young.
that's
I
what I was
made one
gonna
of those
say.
last night.
Really? Yeah. Butter babies.
That's
Remember
not a
butter
thing
babies?
anymore. People don't do kamikazes.
I haven't served a lot, but I definitely served one last night to someone.
Wow.
We were at CML up in Breckenridge.
Okay.
And we had a bar, and the bartender was 20 years old. I didn't think you could do that, but she was bartending there. And we kept asking for stuff, and she's like, I don't know. I'm like, do you have a comic? Because what they had there was nothing. It was weird. Like, this fancy bar had shit for options. I'm like, a kamikaze. And she's like, what's that? I go, oh, my God. So I told her to make one, but she put way too much lime in it.
Oh.
So when I drank, it was like, my butt and my mouth puckered. Like, it was, both ends just like,
Right.
And dude, I was like, honey, God bless you for trying, but don't ever fucking do it to
This
somebody.
isn't
again,
gonna
'cause-
work.
When people order that, this is why I love my phone now. I'm like,
Oh,
I'll Google
yeah.
it. I don't care.
Oh,
Like,
that's
Yeah.
right.
I don't really keep a lot in the top of my head besides the ones that we serve a lot of.
Right.
Right.
And so, Google it.
I'm so old. We had a Rolodex, Danny.
Oh,
You know what? When I
you
first started at
are-
AJ's, we did too.
A bartender Bible, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
That's
What about
right.
Jaeger bombs?
I don't serve a lot of those. Thank God, because I smell Jaeger. Like, I pour Jaeger like this.
Ew.
Bad, yeah.
Bad
Yeah.
experience with the Jaeger bombs one.
Yeah, same.
I remember those coming out. I'm old, Danny. I remember those coming out and the salesman showing us because they taste like bubble gum. Like Jaeger and
no,
Red
they
Bull.
don't.
I was like, maybe.
Red Bull and
they-
Jaeger? Yeah, it tastes like
Oh.
old school bubble gum. And I was like, that's amazing. And we drank them, and then I realized how shitty it is to have an upper and a downer together because then you're like a crackhead. Like you're up cleaning your house, talking to yourself, drunk, slurring.
Right.
You can't pass out. Your neighbor's like, what the fuck? Are you on drugs? Yeah.
Wait, is that the one where they like drop it in the glass?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's
Like a rocks
yeah,
glass
no. Mm-hmm.
of Red Bull and then a shot of Jaeger. That's how that drop shot still got started, man.
Yeah.
That was the Jaeger bomb.
Gross.
You're thinking of the Vegas bomb, I think.
Is that what I'm thinking
Yeah,
of?
yeah.
Okay, I don't know.
That's big
I
right
literally
there.
don't do them.
There's both of them. You can do them that way.
Yeah.
That's why they're the bombs.
No, I've when people have done like gave a shot when I'm in a group situation like you, I literally be 1, 2, 3, and then be like, oh God, what? That's so gross.
That was crazy.
Yeah.
There was a guy who used to order a Mexican flag. It was 3 shots. It was a shot of tomato juice, a shot of lime, and a shot of tequila.
Okay.
And boom, boom, boom. Oh, man. I was like, why? Why?
Yeah.
Why?
Why do you hate yourself?
Why?
Have you heard of
cement
prairie
mixers?
fires?
Yes. With the Tabasco?
Yeah, it's literally just tequila and Tabasco.
Yeah.
Gross.
Yeah.
Dave, the one who was here last.
Yeah.
What's
There
up,
was-
Dave?
There was a kid that came in for his 21st birthday, and he started buying him all kinds of nasty stuff.
Right.
Oh God, did he throw up the kid? Yeah.
Not here, thankfully. I don't know what happened when he got home, but
He prairie fired it everywhere.
Yeah.
right.
The cement mixer? You ever made a cement mixer?
I haven't made one, but I've
You ever seen one of those, Dempsey?
No.
It's Bailey's, and they put lime juice in it, and it curdles right away.
Gross.
It is horrible.
Why?
I don't
Why?
one of my friends told my daughter when she was like 6 years old, when you turn 21, I'm buying you a cement mixer. And still to this day, Ariel's like, my friend will walk up and she'll be like, Ariel, what shot am I or what drink am I buying you? And she's like, cement mixer.
Ew.
And I'm like, you don't want it.
You don't want it.
You don't want to do it.
That woman's not your friend.
Right.
No, that's not something to look forward to.
No.
Yeah.
What do you think about that story, Dance?
Yeah. I don't know. I'm still debating. What did you think?
I did.
Yeah.
I have a front runner.
You
now.
do already?
I do. So, all right. One last. This is the one I wanted to hear last. Is Tequila's sister.
Okay, so my sister is almost 5 years older than me.
Okay.
So by the time that I was in high school and stuff, she had moved out and she was with her fiance. So, well, husband now. Husband in 20 years.
Woo!
So it was the first time I ever got caught sneaking out. I had a genius plan. My inside dog and my outside dog hated each other. And they would fight through the window. And so, like, I slashed up my screen, and so I'd have somewhere to sneak out.
Uh-huh.
And I was like, oh yeah, Henri attacked it. He was going after Bud, blah, blah, blah.
That's
why
great.
it's all shredded. So we just took the screen out.
Right.
Snuck out plenty of times. And there was like, the party house was just down the road from us, so I could walk there. And Mom always, she gave me the curfew of like 1 a.m. We were in the middle of nowhere, so it wasn't a
Right.
big deal. And these guys were like my cousins, so she knew I was safe there. It didn't matter. But Mom, she gave me a limitation, and she's pretty relaxed,
And Shelly don't play.
right?
Yeah, don't mess
So
with her.
we'd come home, chill in my room for like an hour, jump out the window, go back to the party.
Nice.
Did it all the time. Literally every weekend.
When you
well-
come home at 1.
Yeah, we'd come home at 1.
you'd
We'd
go back.
Yeah, we'd like shove cookies in our face and stuff, sober up a little bit, and then walk back.
Nice.
Yeah. So my sister was living with her fiance in Greeley, and she is just smashed on tequila one night. Absolutely smashed. And decides she wants to talk to her little sister. And so calls the house, belligerent drunk. I just want to talk to my little sister, blah, 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 blah. Mom walks into an empty room.
Oh, no.
So we come bebopping back up the road.
What's your sister's name?
Rhea,
Rhea, you snitch.
right? And so we're walking back up the road. The front porch light is on. It is never good when it's
Oh,
on
no.
because we don't use that front door.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, I'm fucked. I'm so fucked. She got me. Shit. So yeah, that was, my sister totally stitched me out. So that's the only way my mom even found out that I was sneaking out.
What time was this? What time were you getting home?
Probably about 4:30 a.m.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
That means you get her snitch her out for something. Sometime that's a get out of jail free card, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm sure I was little sister snitch on everything. So
Yeah.
I'm sure I desered it.
Yeah.
Did she even care? Was she like, well, you shouldn't have been doing it?
The next day, she didn't even remember doing it.
I'll talk about.
Because I called her the next day, and I'm like, you bitch. What the hell?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know.
Yeah, what did I do?
What the hell?
When I lived in Pueblo bartending and I get hammered, I was notorious for calling my friends. Notorious, dude. Because I wanted to talk to somebody. Like,
Right.
I'm just hammered and I have to entertain somebody. That's how I am, Attention whore, attention whore. And I would call. My buddy Jason Miller was like, how drunk? When I tell you that stuff, how drunk? I'm like, pretty. He's like, okay, well, you're not speaking English, so I'm hanging up now.
You just drunk dial them.
You're not my friend. Like,
I love you.
yeah, no, you disappointed me. I tell you, you're not my friend. I called Ditzy. She's a drunk at your tit.
This is funny. I didn't realize you were a drunk dialer.
Oh, but bad. Always friends though, like never women I liked, or every now and again, but it was always like a buddy, like, hey, dude, yes, I did tonight. It's awesome, bro. Check
Looking
this
him
out.
up in the phone book.
Oh,
That's
but-
why texting
Yes.
is so bad, because now you
Oh,
can just send that text and you're like,
Oh,
shit.
no.
Also
And then
bad that you see it.
but when you see it the next day, you're like, what did I do?
Yes. At least when it's like a phone call, you kind of have a hazy, so you're not like totally embarrassed. But a text,
You can lie
damn
to
it.
yourself. You can.
Yes.
You can.
That's the thing. It's decipherable if you typed it out properly.
Yes, exactly. What the hell was I even trying to say?
But now when I get drunk in text, usually from Al, what's up, Al? I laugh if they don't make sense because I know where he's coming from.
Right.
Like,
Yeah.
It's almost like a fun game. Like, okay, well, let's like an English teacher. Let's take this sentence apart and see if we can figure out where you're going here, buddy.
I don't even know. Like, your alligator doesn't even wear pants. What? What's that even mean? Yeah.
I sent Alyssa a text the other day, and like everything's perfect. And it was when I was coming home from here, so I was really tired.
Right.
It's like 3:30 in the morning.
Sure.
And then all of a sudden, the last sentence makes absolutely no sense. And I looked at it the next day, and I was like, I have no clue what the hell I was trying to
Yep,
say
no,
there.
don't
Like,
know it.
my bad. I can't even decipher it. I didn't expect you to.
There's times I get so lazy when it autocorrects me, I don't even correct the autocorrect. I just like send it. Okay, you get the gist.
Right.
I'm that lazy.
You don't even want to change it.
Yeah.
I have the mouth of a sailor, so I'm clearly not saying ducking, and everybody knows that.
Me too.
You know this by now, phone.
Right?
Yeah.
Because my mom watches these podcasts, so she's gonna tell me how many times I said the F word. She's got a little tally like. She's keeping
I learned
track.
it from my mom, so.
I didn't learn it from my mom. She's
But my
not-
aunt does not like it. And she's like, your uncle, because they like very 50s,
Yeah.
your uncle doesn't like it when ladies say that. I'm like, nobody ever said I was a lady.
Yeah.
We good.
Yeah.
I'm a female. I never said I was a lady.
They're all like, well, fuck him.
I did it. She said it like when we were standing there one day, and I looked at him and I was all fuckity fuck, and he just busted out laughing. I was like, I don't care.
Whatever.
Like when I go to the pearly gates in St. Peter's, like you said the F word 344 times in a day. I'm like, did my mom give you that list? He goes, yes, she did. She set it up, little tally marks. We had to do like 5, 10, 15, 20, 20. It was a bunch, dude. She got cramps in her hand. And, you know.
We lost count.
Yeah. So
Yeah, sounds about right.
I did some good stuff too. He's like, some good stuff. That took less longer to count. So
That's on this hand.
are you a drunk dialer?
No, I actually hate talking on the phone. I'm a drunk texter.
Are you?
When there's whiskey involved, I literally told Alyssa one night, I was like, never, ever are you allowed to let me have a Pendleton and Dr. Pepper ever again. I confessed like all of my secrets to people last night. Why I did that, I have no idea.
That sucks.
She was like, noted.
Noted.
I will not. If you ask me for one, I'm going to tell you to pound sand and don't get mad at me. I was
But
like,
can you count on Alyssa's no swimming ass?
I mean, now
No.
it's questionable.
No swimming ass? That's what I'm saying. I'm
What's
fresh.
that mean? No swimming at.
Because of the
The
flash flood.
Oh, duh. Swimming at.
Hi, Dancy. Welcome to the Bullhucker podcast.
Sorry. My mind's on drinks. And I was like, what, have we talked about a no swimming ass drink? Like, I don't even know.
You actually have one in front of you, a little Bloody Mary.
I
That,
do, yeah.
the
They
Dani.
made these
They're
for us.
delicious.
How is
They
it?
are really good. Very good. Is this your drink? Do you make this one?
Yes.
Yeah, pretty good.
Yeah.
I got him on council with. I don't even know where he was, but he had a Bloody Mary from somewhere that had like all this food on top of it. Like,
Oh, yeah.
you ever seen those? I'm like, is that a
Yeah.
meal or is that an actual? You know. Mm-hmm. All right.
Bacon vodka.
That is
Amazing
good.
in
Yep.
Bloody Marys.
What is it?
Bacon flavored
I've
vodka.
heard that.
Delicious.
I always get weird when I see the different flavored vodkas. Though, like,
Yeah, they get a little weird with it too. There's a
But-
bunch of weird ones out there.
But I bet bacon vodka is made for Bloody Marys, right? It can't have a.
I would hope so. What the hell else would you put in?
I don't know, man.
Yeah.
If
I
you-
had it at a bar in Laramie, and I was like, I went into East Platte Liquor, and I was like, Steve, please get this bacon vodka in. I really want to put it in my Bloody Marys at home now.
Did he do it?
Yeah, he got
Yeah?
it in for me.
Oh, Evie will hook you up. It's Evie.
Right?
Yeah.
Or go to.
That and Stubbs. Anything I
Yeah.
ask Stubbs to carry for me, they're
What's up,
always really
Stubbs?
good.
Go see Mary.
Yes. Oh, I love Mary.
She's great.
She is.
I mean, she's okay.
Yeah, don't get a big head in here.
She's good stuff, man. I love her. Okay, Dan, so we got 3 great stories, all from 15 years old. And
Yeah, wow. Can
Yeah.
you imagine if you went into 16?
Well, I mean, I got pregnant at 17, so I
That's where
kind
the
of
fun
had
ended.
to stop and become a
Okay.
responsible adult.
Right,
That's fair.
That is fair. So,
Yeah, I get that.
All right, so we're gonna. So, if you watch this, you know we rock paper scissors to see. Danny, how do you rock paper scissors?
I
3 pumper
What the
twice.
heck? I feel like you are talking to people before they come on. This did not go like this last
I
year.
had to think about it. I was like, what do I do?
Yeah, yeah.
I
That's
think-
wrong, Danny.
I think we might catch you guys. Although the 3 we did last week, I think 2 of the 3 were 4 pumpers.
Really?
Part of the cult. Yeah. So, disgust me. Are you ready?
All right, get out of my head. 1, 2, boom.
What, do you want to do
Okay.
4?
Oh, you'll do that?
No, tough shit. I was gonna. I was gonna get our hopes up, and then
I thought, well, yes, that's what
Crush
I
your
win.
dreams.
That's what. No. I'll do
know
your.
what?
I'll do your 3.
the right way.
The right. I would never. I won't admit that. Okay.
I already know what you're gonna pick.
I hate when you say that because then I really get in my head and I want to do something dumb.
Adam and I went like 17 times.
Are
like,
you
I don't know. It was a
serious?
bunch. I have to go back and count. It was forever. Like the guest was like, "Son of a."
Oh my God! Just get it over
Can't you
with.
assholes flip a coin?
That's what I was gonna say.
Ready, 3.
Okay. Yeah. Ah. I thought surely he won't go twice in a row. Okay. Damn it.
I
Damn
own you today. I
Shut
own
up.
you.
Shut up. Quit talking.
You know what?
What? Yes, exactly. Slug bug my ass. Okay, so we have, is it safe to leave her with you? Upside Down Storm and Tequila Sister. I think Tequila Sister's true. I think that, yeah. I
Really,
mean,
you
because
snitch.
you said it was a borrowed story, so you'd have to find somebody that did similar things. I think it's true. Is it safe to leave her with you? I feel like maybe that one's true. I'm going to go with Upside Down Storm. And I really don't know why, because I feel like the other ones are true. So I'm going with Upside Down Storm.
Okay, so I think Tequila Sister is also true. Disappointed in you, Rhea. All right. Also, I
I'm
think
gonna love when she watches this.
is your mom gonna watch it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're on her good side, Shelley. Okay, you're a good mom. Okay.
We're sorry you had to put up with all that shit.
That's right. I had to
Yeah.
fight a cop for your degenerate daughter. We get it. So, but I think is it safe to leave you with? I think that's a true story too. We're actually for 2 podcasts in a row going to double
Really?
up. But the reason I'm going with Upside Down Storm is if it's a borrowed story, that seems like the easiest one to borrow. It's got enough memorable stuff to where it would be easy to borrow. Where the other ones you had little details scattered throughout them that might.
True.
Right. And I asked you had names for people and everything. So Upside Down Storm, that's such a common thing too,
Yeah.
especially for kids drinking, sadly enough, car wrecks and stuff like that. So that could be a story that's picked up from anywhere.
And for them to like take the blame, is that what you're thinking?
Right.
Okay.
Well, if you're a degenerate like Paula, stupid Paula.
So dumb.
So dumb. Anyway, so we're going to double up again.
Okay. Wow. See, I'm glad I'm going first. Otherwise, you'd be like, so once again, Dincy is copying me.
Yeah.
You're copying me.
I am copying you.
You want to be me.
It's out of pity. All
Yes.
right, let's see your board.
Upside Down Storm.
Yep.
Who'd you borrow that
Okay.
from?
So it was my sister driving the car,
Yeah.
and her husband was the nice guy. So
Nice.
Wow.
she stayed with the nice guy.
So we gave your boyfriend so many props, and you're like,
I know.
don't. He didn't do it.
Right now he's gonna get a big head when he watches
Yeah.
it. He's gonna be like, "Oh yeah, I'm such a good man."
So you're saying your sister Rhea is a snitch and a horrible driver.
Oh God, I'm terrified to ride with her.
You're probably a beautiful person, Rhea. I'm
Was
sorry.
it really with the, like, she hit the shoulder, so she wasn't speeding?
Yeah,
all
she
of
wasn't
it.
drinking. She wasn't speeding. Anything. It was. She literally just cut that shoulder.
And that could happen so easily, man.
Yeah.
I drive a truck
Well-
and I get it's nerve wracking.
Yeah.
Back then too, they were building those shoulders up really high. They've
Right.
gotten better about not making those shoulders so high
Right.
on the dirt roads now. But
Right. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say, is the birthday part true? There was like confetti and all that.
yeah,
all
so
over.
they had gone to Greeley shopping that day.
Nice.
That's
And,
funny.
Yeah,
What's the husband's name?
Lance.
You're a good man, Lance.
Yes, you are.
Good
Maybe
man.
too good. Yeah. It's a
Yeah,
lot
don't
of
say that.
shit.
Then he's really gonna get a big
Oh,
head.
yeah, we don't know him, but
It'd be hard to live with Lance like
Stop.
Christmas time, and yeah,
Right.
yeah. So Tequila Sister is a true story.
It is.
You got snitched out.
Yep. And I cut my window up just so that my
that's so smart.
right. It was
Yeah,
perfect. It was
that is really
It was
smart.
the perfect excuse. The dogs hated each other. Henri attacked the window.
Is the window up high?
Yeah.
Henri went and got a ladder, Mom.
No. Not in my room. He was the inside dog.
Oh, okay.
So my room, it's only like that far off the floor.
Okay. I was going to say, you got a ladder, and he also smoked all your cigarettes too, Mom. Fucking Henri. We named him right.
Yep.
She knew the
Stole your
cigarettes was
money.
me.
This dog does everything.
Yeah, and if you're missing money out of your wallet,
Yeah.
Mom, fucking Henri, bud.
Asshole.
He's got a new bone he's walking around with. Where'd it come from? I didn't buy it. Did you buy it? Henri's a thief. And is it safe to leave you with her? That's a true story.
Yep.
Oh, Shelley came out that cop.
Oh yeah.
Well, she like, no, it's not. I'm gonna kick her ass.
Right. Yeah. And then and I was literally fearful. I was more scared with the cop than I was the drunk guys.
Right? That's funny. There's nothing wrong with the mama bear, though, right?
Not at all.
That's-
That's
now
how
that I
you
have a
learn.
kid.
Is that how you become?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, you just told us that you're tracking her. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well, and my mom, like how she'd go down to the school and yell at people.
Would she
Mom-
really?
Oh yeah. Well, and
For-
she talks with her hands a lot because she's Italian.
Yeah,
so
right.
even when she wasn't yelling, everybody thought she was yelling.
Right.
If we just like saw her
She's
through the
a
window talking to
loud
somebody.
talker.
Right.
And my mom's like, "Oh, they thought they were scared of me. They don't want to mess with you."
Because you get after him too.
Yeah,
Now, have you gone into the school like your mom?
absolutely. But
Absolutely.
the superintendent up until 2 years ago was my principal in high school, and he know we have a great
Okay.
relationship. Everything like I could literally call him and be like, "Bob, what the fuck?" And he knew I wasn't like coming at him aggressive or anything. He just knows I cuss a lot.
Right.
Yeah.
So
Uh-oh. Yeah. So, those were 3 great stories. I really
That was
liked
fun.
them. Before we go, though, I do want to reiterate, if you like this podcast, hit that bottom right-hand little red dot
This
on
one.
the bottom. That's slug bug. it's our subscribe button. So follow the podcast. It is appreciated on any platform. Leave a rating and review, and Dempsey will high five you in public. That's the deal,
Damn right.
right?
Yep,
Whoop,
yep,
whoop.
yep.
Also, if you look on the bullhucker.com, there's a link that says "As Seen on the Bullhucker." You'll see the Club Tap Room on there, and you'll see Picking Up Barbecue. So please support those two businesses. They're locally owned businesses. They're good people.
Yep.
And Christine got her ass out of bed early this morning to come.
And
let me
you,
in.
4:30 in the morning, you're going to go home and take a nap.
Oh yeah, and I have to come back to work tonight.
Oh, happy birthday.
Thank you.
Yeah. Happy birthday. And
Happy
hungover
birthday.
and everything.
Yeah.
Danny, our true trooper.
Well,
Seriously.
Dan he agreed to stay till 8 tonight instead of me coming in at 5 because I was like, after this podcast, I'm going home and I'm going to sleep.
Oh.
Well, anyway, so please support everything, and we thank everybody. And Danny, thank you
Yep.
for coming on.
Thank
It's
you
been
so much
fun.
for
Thank you,
having
Danny.
me. It was fun.
All right, and Rhea, we do think you're a good person. That's on me. I'm sorry.
And Lance.
And Lance.
No, but
don't get a big head.
He's okay. He's not great.
Yeah.
just okay.
He's just okay.
We
Yeah.
didn't dog Lance. We gave Rhea some shit. Though,
Yeah.
So Danny, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Miss Lundstrom.
And I'm Dempsey Kudrin.
Catch you next time.
Bye.